You're not addicted to your phone. You're addicted to the feeling of being seen. Social media doesn't just waste your time. It rewires your mind, strips away your discipline, and makes you forget who you are. But over 2,000 years ago, the Stoics saw this coming. They warned us about the psychological poison of the crowd and what happens when you lose yourself in it. This is how to stop scrolling, start thinking, and take your mind back, like a Stoic. Lesson 1: The hidden cost of constant scrolling. Every time you reach for your phone without intention, you make a trade. A small piece of your presence for a few seconds of stimulation. You tell yourself, it's nothing, just checking notifications, just a few swipes. But these small moments accumulate. They begin to shape your mind, your habits, your identity. Seneca warned, to consort with the crowd is harmful. He confessed that even he, one of the most disciplined thinkers in history, would return from the public arena more greedy, more ambitious, more vain. He wasn't talking about entertainment. He was talking about exposure to the values of the crowd. Today, we don't need to stand in a Roman Colosseum. We carry the Colosseum in our pockets. Every scroll through Instagram, every dopamine-fueled loop on TikTok. You're not just watching, you're absorbing. Their values, their desires, their standards. The Stoics taught that the crowd doesn't just distract you, it infects you. You start wanting what they want, chasing what they chase. You don't even notice the shift until your days feel hollow and your thoughts feel scattered. And the scariest part, you think you're in control, but if you don't deliberately shape your mind, someone else will. Lesson 2: The Stoic Diagnosis. What's actually happening to you? The Stoics taught that your mind is your kingdom, the one thing that truly belongs to you. Epictetus said, "You may fetter my leg, but my will. Not even Zeus himself can overpower that." But today, most people willingly surrender that will, without even noticing. Not to a tyrant, not to a king, but to an algorithm. Every time you pick up your phone without a reason, you're outsourcing your agency. Your prohairesis, the Stoic word for rational moral choice, is hijacked. You think you're making a decision, but in reality, you're being nudged, pulled, conditioned. It's subtle but powerful. A notification buzzes, a feed refreshes, a video autoplays. And just like that, your attention is no longer yours. Seneca warned about this too. He wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Social media feeds that imagination, fueling envy, fear of missing out, and feelings of inadequacy. You're not seeing reality. You're seeing a carefully engineered illusion designed to trigger emotion and consumption. The Stoics would call this a war, not with others, but with yourself. A war between your higher reason and your lower impulses, constantly inflamed by what the crowd celebrates. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The things you think about determine the quality of your mind." So here's the hard truth. If your day is filled with swipes, clicks, and fleeting comparisons, your mind becomes shallow, reactive, trapped in the surface of things. But depth is where wisdom lives, and wisdom demands solitude, silence, and strength. Lesson 3: Reclaiming your mind through Stoic discipline. The Stoics didn't just observe the world, they trained for it. They knew that freedom isn't given, it's earned. Through restraint, through clarity, through practice. So how do you begin to break free? Not by deleting everything, not by escaping to the mountains, but by reclaiming your attention, moment by moment. First, create distance. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Your phone is an external event. Every alert, every reel, every scroll. It's not you. So place friction between you and the crowd. Move the apps off your home screen. Disable notifications. Set strict windows for use. These aren't hacks. They're declarations. I decide what enters my mind. Second, train your will. Seneca advised, withdraw into yourself as far as you can. Create a daily ritual of intentional silence. No screens, no background noise, just you and your thoughts. Sit in stillness for 10 minutes a day. It will feel unbearable at first. That's the point. That discomfort is your strength, waking up. Third, practice voluntary deprivation. Epictetus told his students to go without, on purpose. Skip a meal, sleep on the floor, walk without music. Why? Because when you choose discomfort, you prove to yourself that you don't need ease to survive. You don't need pleasure to function. You are stronger than your cravings. Do this for 1 day a week. No social media, no unnecessary screens, no luxury. Feel the edge of your impulses and resist them, not to punish yourself, but to reclaim yourself. Fourth, choose your influences. The Stoics taught that who you spend time with will shape your soul. On social media, you are always spending time with someone, so choose wisely. Follow accounts that teach, not tempt. Unfollow the ones that provoke envy, not virtue. Build a digital circle of thinkers, not performers. Because discipline isn't just about saying no. It's about knowing what to say yes to. And the more you train your mind to choose stillness over noise, the more powerful you become. One day, you'll reach for your phone, and your hand will hesitate, not because of discipline, but because your mind has changed. Because silence no longer feels empty. It feels powerful. The Stoics knew something we forgot. You don't need more noise to feel alive. You need less. So ask yourself, before the next scroll, is this really how I want to spend the only life I'll ever have?